Crystals work better for me than anybody else that I know. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this because to me, crystals are the most exciting magical thing that I get to interact with in the entire universe. And I know 100% now that the reason I came to this planet is to interact with crystals and be the crystal guy. And I freaking love it. Now in this video, I'm gonna be talking about the top 3 reasons why crystals work better for me than anybody else. And what this literally means is I'm gonna be giving you 3 ways that you can increase the power and magic of crystals in your life. Not only this, but this exact crystal here is a piece of Lemurian quartzite crystal. This crystal called me from off the street. I was walking down the street, I felt this intense buzz and this magnetic pull to a random store. I went into the store, walked straight to this crystal, picked it up, and my mind began to melt. Since then, I have received a message from this Lemurian quartzite crystal that I'm going to share with you in this video about working with crystals. Welcome back to Vibes and Frequencies. My name is Nathan, and I make videos here on YouTube all about crystals, crystal benefits, working with crystals, combining crystals, shifting dimensions with crystals. I do tons of crystal giveaways. So if at any point throughout this video you're feeling the vibe, make sure to subscribe. Now, I've been working with crystals for what could be said in human time, millions and millions of years. Now, I'm only 23 in this reality here. But I've got some wild stuff to share with you guys in this video if you are ready to receive it. So we're going to talk about the top 3 things that'll help you to increase the magic and power of crystals in your life. But first, I want to share a transmission with you that was directly received within me through this quartzite crystal. I'm not 100% sure why this is happening right now, why I am saying this to you, but it is happening. This is the overarching story of my life with crystals taking place. So, why is it that crystals work better for me than anybody else that I know? I'm gonna break it down real simple for you. There's a story that's taking place. You may have heard that Shakespeare has said that life is a stage and we are all actors upon the stage. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Life, everything, is literally a story that's playing out. It's just a story. We, as humans, are identifying with our character in the story. We believe that it's us. We think that we need to work really hard to create the story. We think that everything in the spiritual realm that we learn is here for us to create our dreams, to manifest our dreams, so on and so forth. This is talked about a lot in the spiritual community. Now, this way of thinking is holding you back from exercising the true actual reality power behind crystals and how they work. Crazy, I know, right? You trying to use crystals is actually holding you back from being able to use crystals. And here's why. The story that's playing, I am a character in it. You are a character in it. Instead of trying to create your character, let go. Let go. Now, a lot of times people say let go as in it's something you need to do. I'm going to let go by doing shadow work. I'm going to let go by relaxing. But this is saying let go as an action. Letting go is not an action. It's not. And this is what the Lemurian quartzite crystal has shared with me. Letting go is not an action. Letting go is the opposite. It's literally doing nothing. It's being what you are. Being the character in the story that you are right now. Not trying to change anything. Your story is already created. It's our story. We are all the story together. And we're all running around thinking that we are these characters. It's not true. It's just a story taking place. Isn't that nuts? Like, here's the deal. If we let go and we just be our character in the story, and we just be, that's it. It's not trying to do anything. If you're unhappy, don't do things to try and make yourself happy. Just be unhappy. I know that that sounds crazy, but when you just be your character in the story, when you just be the character on stage that is just happening, there is no unhappiness, because it's not you that's unhappy. It's just a character in the story, and suddenly it's very comical. It's laughable. Everything's good. It's fine. So letting go is not an action. You don't let go. Letting go means just be. Just be. So I'm the crystal guy. That's who I am. I did not create myself to be this way. I didn't do anything to access crystal powers the way that they work for me. It's just who I am in this story. It's just who I am. I'm the crystal guy. It's just who I am. I didn't choose this. I didn't do anything to manifest this. It's who I am. It's the story. Now, on a higher level, theoretically speaking, perhaps I did choose this. But if we let go and we just be the character that we are, it flows naturally. We don't need to fight it to change things. For a while on YouTube previously, if you would have seen my videos, I was trying to manifest myself to be someone else. I stopped talking about crystals. I was trying to create myself to be some kind of guru or something. That was me trying to create myself in that direction. When I let go by just being, which means not actually letting go, it's doing nothing, it's just being, this is who I am. I'm the crystal guy. I'm the guy that crystals work for magically. I'm the guy who picks up a crystal and suddenly knows everything there is to know about it. I don't know why. It has nothing to do with me or anything that I'm doing. It's just who I am in this story. See what I'm saying? Again, I don't even know what the point of this video is. I'm not even the one making it. This is just the story happening. It's just the story. And I love this Lemurian quartz seed crystal because ever since this vibrationally awoke within me and I realized that I literally don't need to do anything, then I'm not going to. I'm not even here making this video. It's just happening. It's just the way that it is. Now, when we let go and we just be, you just be what you are, because the story's already happening regardless. You literally just be it. This is where magic unfolds for all of us. Now, maybe your story isn't being the guy or the girl who has crystals do all kinds of magical powers for them. Maybe that's not your story. Maybe that's not your character in this play. But if you let go and stop trying to be someone else or stop trying to create things for yourself, then you'll find that you're being the perfect role. You'll find that suddenly you're actually in the right frame of the stage, of the show that's playing. You're not standing in the corner with your pants down forgetting your lines anymore. Suddenly your lines are just coming through you. They have nothing to do with you at all. It's just flowing. It's just flowing. And this is where all the magic happens. Because magic is real. And it's in all of our stories, even if it's not with crystals. Now, maybe you're not the crystal guy or gal, but maybe it is your story that you are here listening to this story that's being presented to you. Maybe that is part of your story. Maybe it's part of your story to become that. But it's not you. It's not a choice that you're making. It's nothing that you're manifesting or creating. It's just the story happening. Now, this is not something I would normally include in my YouTube videos because it's not really relevant to what I normally talk about, but it's just happening. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move on to the top 3 things that you can do to increase the power of crystals in your life. And yes, you might be thinking, Nathan, isn't this ironic that you've just said don't try to do anything, just be? Well, yes. But theoretically speaking, could it be possible that you just being equals being the person watching the rest of this video and being the person who does the things that I say and change your life forever because that's just who you are and it's just your story? Let's go ahead and get into it. Real quick, before I hop into the top 3 ways to increase the power and magic of crystals in your life, I wanted to do this crystal giveaway. So what you're looking at on the screen right now is a piece of quartz that I have just wrapped. Now, I myself am able to program and activate crystals to be able to awaken vibrational DNA within yourself. I can't tell you how I do this. It's just part of the story. It's just who I am. I'm just doing it. I don't know. So here's what I want you to do to be able to win this crystal necklace that I've just made for you. Like the video, make sure you're subscribed and have the bell notifications on, and drop a comment below and let me know if you could have this crystal programmed to activate anything within you, what is the #1 thing that you would want the crystal to be able to help you to activate? Let me know. I'm going to channel into the crystal and I'm going to choose the winning comment based on the crystal's choice. Pretty exciting stuff, I know, right? I'll let you guys know who has won by responding to the winning comment and letting you know 7 days from today. So again, make sure you're subbed and have the notifications on for my channel or you will not know that you have won, and that would be a bummer. Now let's go ahead and hop into the top 3 ways to increase the power and magic of crystals in your life. Now we're gonna get into the top 3 things to increase the power and magic that you experience when you're working with your crystals. And these are 3 things that I mean with both a lot of weight and also none at all. And the very first one is to let go. Now, a lot of the things that happen when we're working with crystals is we sit down with the crystal and we're focusing on what we want it to do or what we think it's going to do. Now, this works pretty well when we're working with specific crystals that have to do with the quartz family, because these are really awesome for expanding and amplifying our thought forms into reality. So this is an okay method for these, but if you really want to unlock the interdimensional capabilities and real magic powers of crystals, then you've got to let go. You've got to let go of intention. You've got to let go of what you want. You've got to let go of your beliefs, and you definitely got to let go of thinking that this crystal is going to do A, B, and C for you, and so you're just going to do that. When I say let go, what this means is when you're sitting with the crystal, sit with the crystal, not yourself, not your ego. Your ego is the one who thinks they know what the crystal's going to do, that thinks they know how it works, that thinks that this, that. So what you're gonna wanna do is sit and think absolutely nothing. Look at the crystal as if you're seeing it for the very first time. Let go of your expectations. Let go of what you think, right? Sit with the crystal and let yourself go. Just be you, holding and looking at the crystal. That's it. Let go of everything else. Just be the crystal, right? It's like in all the Karate Kid movies and movies like that, it's like, be the wind, just be the wind. Just be the crystal. It really is that easy. And if it sounds complex, it's likely because your ego is trying to make it more difficult than it needs to be. It's really not. The way that you access the magical power of crystals is by doing nothing. Just let go and just be the crystal. You just be it. Let go of yourself and be with the crystal. Now, I have an entire video all about how I channel crystal energy. And in this video, I get a lot deeper into this topic. So if you're struggling to integrate what we're discussing here, I've got that tagged in the description for you guys. Now, number 2, to access the power and the magic of crystals is actually to respect the crystals. Now, again, a lot of times I see a lot of people that are working with crystals and it's, you know, I'm gonna buy this crystal and it's just gonna do everything for me. And I'm just gonna keep it on me and I'm gonna toss it around and I'm gonna like keep it here and then I'm gonna throw it over there and now I'm dropping it on the ground. It's using things with a lack of respect towards the consciousness that it has that will make it so that you're not really able to fully tune in and experience the beings that are actually existing within the crystal. Now, there are entities in crystals. This I say as 100% certainty, just because it's part of the story that we're sharing here. It's just part of the story, right? I can't tell you why there's entities in crystals. There just is. It's part of the story we're experiencing. Now, the entities in crystals aren't necessarily beings that are going to be vocalizing and saying things to you. It's not necessarily an audible kind of conversation that takes place. It's more of a vibrational shift. Now, based on your vibration and the frequency that you are aligned with, you are going to be experiencing thought forms that are flowing through the ether of the universe into you. Now, we usually, as humans, have been trained to identify with our thoughts. Therefore, we think that the thoughts are us. This really is not the case. You have never thought a single thought that was yours, ever. Your brain is like a beacon for frequencies. It's a radio station tuner. Based on your vibration, you are tuned to a certain frequency. That frequency exists and has certain thought forms that float around like a bubble in it. You will experience these thoughts and think that they're yours, but they're not. It's just the frequency you're on. So this is how we interact with the entities that exist within crystals. Again, you let go of yourself, you respect the crystal. Excuse me, nut in my throat. I was just eating some pistachios, you know what I'm saying? So, respect the crystal. This means don't just look at it as something that's going to do everything for you and you're going to carry this around. Think about what you can do for the crystal. What can you do for the crystal to show it respect? I like to hold mine and appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I give that respect of this beautiful being that this is. I'll go and I'll put it in the waterfall over here. I'll let it experience the water. I give it sun, right? It's a matter of conscious awareness towards the fact that you literally are the crystal. All is one. You are the actual crystal. You literally are. So theoretically speaking, based on this, the crystal's not actually telling you or doing anything. It's literally you. I'm holding a physical manifestation echo of myself. That's what this is. I'm literally holding myself here. So when you let go of your ego self and you respect the crystal and you give it that conscious awareness and you sit with it, this is how you access the entities within the crystals. Your vibration will literally become that of the crystal when you are fully able to let go of your ego. And this can be a struggle for a lot of us. I've got a video all about how to meditate. I'll tag that in the description for you. It's a great way to experience what it's like to be detached, at the very least, from your ego for a little bit. And this helps a lot with crystal work too. So when you're channeled into the crystal, you will be the vibration of the crystal, which therefore is tuning your brain and your being to the frequency of that information, which will then exist within you. So again, it's not that the crystal is audibly opening its mouth and telling you something. It's that you just all of a sudden are thinking differently. You all of a sudden are feeling different feelings. This is the way that it works. It's just the way that it is. It's the story that we're existing with here on planet Earth. I don't know what else to tell you about it. Now, number 3 is actually to use crystal water. Now, I'm gonna bust out my water bottle here and I'm gonna show you guys what I do with this. And I'm gonna explain. Now, I use a copper water bottle. And this is 100% a physical manifestation echo of my respect to my water. I respect my water. I give it that same kind of conscious awareness. There are crystalline structures within water, and all of us are constantly drinking them. Now, you yourself are a massive walking sack of water. So when you're bringing in old, stagnant, crystalline structures into yourself that are holding certain kind of structures and energy that maybe isn't necessarily, quote-unquote, high vibrational, then you are literally becoming that. Again, you are becoming the vibration of the crystals that you are drinking, we could explain it as. And then you are attached to the thought forms and the feeling and energy that's associated with that frequency radio station you're tuned to. So I keep my water in this bottle because I respect it. Copper also has some other benefits for the water too, but I'm gonna leave that out because it's not relevant to the video. Now what I actually do is I take, where did I put that? I take my crystal, the Lemurian quartz seed that I've been waving around, and I put it in the water. Now the reason for this, that I do this, is because the water again has crystalline structures. When I put that in there, when I put the crystal in there, those crystalline structures in the water form to the vibration of the crystal. Because water is malleable, it's a very interesting element. It can become a gas, solid, liquid, right? So it's able to move in this way. It literally becomes whatever you give it, essentially. The crystal's ego is stronger. It's a hard formation. It's not going to be changed by the water. The water is going to be changed by it. So the best thing that you could do is put it in the water and drink the water. And then you will be bringing in that vibrational crystalline structure into your person's body, which will then change and alter the cellular structure of your vibrational DNA. Again, I have no backing for this. It's just the story. It's just the story that we're in. If we can let go of trying to understand and make sense of everything and trying to prove stuff, just let go. Just let the story be. It's a great story. It's really awesome. And you can experience it more if you just be the character in the story, like we were talking about, right? So let go, just allow this to happen, and your vibrational DNA will literally change, which again then is tuning you to that frequency radio station of that information. This is how we access hidden messages within crystals. There are literally programmed information within the crystals. You awaken this information within yourself vibrationally. And that's exactly how you do it. These are the top 3 ways to increase the magic and power of crystals in your life. Now, I do have a video coming out very soon here all about making crystal water and going deeper into how we can do this and specific crystals that will awaken literally life-changing, reality-shifting, universally explosive energy into your life. So definitely make sure to subscribe below and stay tuned for that. That video is going to be amazing. I'm telling you, it's just the story happening. It's gonna be one of the best videos. So thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, my name is Nathan. If this was the first time seeing my video, let me know below. I'd love to meet you and interact with you guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you for the next, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you liked the video to let me know. Thanks a lot. I'll see you later.